Good morning. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Friday, the 24th of January 2025. Apologies for being 5 minutes late. Just had issues getting into the office and had to jemmy the door open. Anyway, that side, looking at the synoptic here, midnight last night. We can see as we'll run that through to lunchtime today. This low pressure has moved off to the north of Scotland. The cold front has gone through by lunchtime. It actually went through here about half an hour ago. And you'll see later on when I show you one of the sort of local weather station pages, the wind dropping dramatically. Anyway, that's gone through. If we run that through midnight tonight and into tomorrow, the storm has moved way off into the sort of North Atlantic up the coast of Norway, and the wind down here is starting to die off again. In fact, it should be flyable here by about lunchtime in terms of wind strength and gusting. So Cloud then, looking at the sort of close-up of the UK, and you can see the back end of that front going through there. Behind it, there's going to be a few showers and whatnot, I would imagine. If we have a quick look at the rain radar, we can see that going through now. There's one or two showers just starting to pop up out here. And let's have a quick look at the forecast. And yeah, we can see that's the showers are remaining down to the south in the channel, but there are showers behind that, and there's more showers coming up the towards the Bristol Channel, sort of late afternoon. So the Odium TAF, they're forecasting 23020 gusting 35 with about 7 kilometres visibility and rain, broken at 1200 feet, and then becoming between now and 11 o'clock, 23015 gusting 25 with greater than 10k visibility with no significant weather and few clouds at 1500 feet, and then becoming between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock this afternoon, 220 10 knots. So quite calm after the storm. And Farnborough, 22020 gusting 35, greater than 10k visibility, scattered to 1800 feet, with a 30% chance at temporarily, between 7 and now, actually, 22028 gusting 48. With 4 kilometres and heavy rain, broken at 700 feet, and then becoming between now and lunchtime, 22015 gusting 25, and then between lunchtime and 3 o'clock, 220 9 knots. The spot winds to the north of us at 1,000 feet, 240 45 knots, and to the south of us, 260 20 knots. Windy is showing at the moment about 16 knots southwesterly, and of course that'll have the gusting factor on top of that. If we run that through to about 3 o'clock, maybe not, I say 2 o'clock this afternoon, let's drop down to 10 knots, so it's probably maybe 10 gusting 20, something like that. The local Met Office forecast for this area is showing about 15 knots at the start of the day, gradually sort of declining to about 10 knots mid-afternoon. But it's the gusting factor here. It's going to be gusting up above 25 knots until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if we want to get a couple of hours in this afternoon between sort of 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, or 1 o'clock, half 4, I'm sure we could manage that. GFS are suggesting temperature is going to be about 8 centigrade around about lunchtime, with the dew point down somewhere around about 3. And this is the local sort of weather station. And you can see, if I'm going to refresh this again just to make it even clearer. You can see we had the high winds right throughout the night. It started at about 2 in the morning. And then almost smack on 8 o'clock this morning, they just stopped. The back end of the front had gone through. There's been 1 or 2 gusts since then, but that's pretty much it. Dying down for the day, I would imagine. And the camera on the south side is showing a sort of uniform sort of stratus layer of cumulus, with 1 or 2 breaks appearing. And looking out the window, it's pretty much what we've got now as well. Sky sights are showing the back end of the front going through in the morning, and that clearing up by about lunchtime. According to Sky Sight, should be flyable this afternoon. And a quick look at top meteor just at the wind strength. When it gets down into the blues down in our area, is when it will be kind of flyable and we can get the kit out. So that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're showing that the winds start to die down there by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Quite benign just in this area along the south coast. So we'll have a quick look at NOTAMs then. To the south of us is 7 here. That is Goodwood's hours of operation are concerned with that one. 11 is Oak Hanger. It's restricted airspace, temporary RAT for UAS. 14's Winchester live firing. It's an increase in the danger height to 1100 feet AMSL. 15 is Waverley. There's firing flares there. It's not valid until 16, 17. 17 is Aldershot. Again, it's illuminance from 6 o'clock this evening onwards. 18 is Everley, that's Delta 128, the danger area is active. 19 is Ash Ranges, and that's Delta 132, which is active. And the last two to the north of us, 20 and 21, is Barfield and Welford. And as per the Oak Hanger RAT, the RATs are for the exclusion of UASs as well. So we'll have a quick look at a local airfield briefing then, and we'll start off with the Odeum cross section. So again, you can see the back end of the front coming through here, and the temperature drops as the sort of cold front goes through. So that should be through by about lunchtime in terms of the complete front clearing out overhead. And they're suggesting the winds at the moment are probably 20025, gusting 35, 37 knots. But by about 11 o'clock in the morning, 23015 gusting 25. That gusting continuing up until sort of early afternoon, but then start to die off towards the later afternoon. So yeah, we could definitely get in from about lunchtime onwards. We could certainly get some flying in this bit of weather. As far as bookings are concerned, there's 3 K21s booked for instructional flying, but there's only one person on the list. There's one glider available for the casual list, there's one available for trial lessons, and all the single-seaters are available. There's nobody on the casual list, and the simulator is available as per normal. There's no movements planned today. The general situation is that there's a low pressure with the warmer cold fronts having passed through the area now. Strong winds and heavy rain have cleared, and the winds will be dying down by afternoon. If we do go out, it'll be runway 23 hard. Will be cables on the boom to the east side, landing well into the field on 23 grass, and avoid using the wheel brakes unless it's absolutely necessary. And of course, do not land or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown in red on the next slide. And please, of course, clean gliders at the end of the day. So this will be the setup if we go out today. Launch point vehicle on 2-3 on the tarmac surface, winching to the east side of the hard, area towing off the grass if the grass is dry enough or firm enough to allow that. And we'll assess that when we go out. So that's it for me today. Stay safe in this sort of weekend of poor weather. It is going to get windy again by Monday, and I shall see you in the clubhouse in a bit. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.